So everyone's been wanting to see the butchering process. Figured I'll make a quick little video about how we do this today. So you guys might remember the chicken tractor here. We're down to our last couple birds in here, but you can see them back there. The kids help us catch them. Meat birds at this stage in the game, they're pretty slow, so fairly simple process there. Got the killing cones. Not gonna show that because YouTube doesn't like that kind of stuff, but you put them in there, upside down, you cut their neck. Basically, you cut them right on the artery and you hold the head to the side, let them bleed out as fast as possible. As soon as that first blood starts to rush, their pain is gone. They still kind of move around a little bit in that process, but yeah. Got the two Robs helping me today, so that's really awesome as well. Would totally suggest if you're gonna do this, get some friends. Give them some chicken at the end of the day, give them a lesson, it works out. And we have a simple turkey fryer set up here. They have more advanced setups than this to do the scalding, but you just get the temperature between 130 and 170. You dip them in there for about 20 seconds. Then they come over to the clean table here. You can see they all look pretty good. Getting closer to the grocery store, you know. So this part, I'll show you how I do it. I'll link a couple other videos from Justin Rhodes, has a really good one that's like a pretty comprehensive video. And then Richard Perkins is the guy I watch from Sweden, and he is the fastest and the most efficient chicken butcherer that I've ever seen. So if you want to go check out his video as well, it's really good. But I'll try to talk you through what I do here, and I try to base it off of Richard Perkins. I'm not nearly as talented as he is, but you might not be as talented as he is either, so if you want to see a total journeyman do this is only our second time. You know, you can learn from me a little bit. This is our last bird of the day. So you start out, just take the legs off. Pretty simple. So in between the legs, there's like a little area of cartilage, and that's where you got to grab. And it should, if your knife isn't going through easy, you don't have the right spot. So on the top, they have all this skin on the neck. You just cut the neck skin a little bit. It's enough to get your fingers in there, and you can pull apart a little bit. So then there's this little part here is the crop. It's empty because they didn't eat yesterday in preparation for today, so I would totally suggest that. I actually had a few that did not have enough time, so I would suggest about 18 hours without food in order for them to be fully empty digestive systems. Then in the back, this is their butt. You just go like an inch above the butt and cut in. You got to be careful. Just get down to the fat. So once you see the fat there, that's good enough. Get fingers in there and pull that apart. And now you have all your guts exposed. You put your hand in, take out pretty much everything that you can with one shot. Should be able to get just about everything. And then once you're in here, there's some good stuff like the liver. This is good to eat. Totally good to save that. This is the gizzard. That's totally good to eat as well. There's the rest of the liver, and then the heart. So the heart's very good as well. So all that stuff save. Everything else goes. And then you just basically follow the intestines down. Cut straight down on both sides. Cut underneath. And then you got all the nasty parts gone. Then I flip the bird over. I cut off that back here. There's like a little scent gland that you cut off. Get the last couple feathers out. No one's gonna eat that part anyway, so you're probably good. And then the neck, you just pull all this skin over. I just try to get through the first little bit. Break it over, and then I cut that through. and that's totally good to eat as well. So that's it. Then you got a nice whole chicken, just like from the store, except it's better because you know everything that it ate, you know how it was processed, you know everything about it, and so you can have total confidence that it's good eating. So at the end, we put them in these freezer bags. They're like shrink bags, so you put them in boiling water and they shrink right down. And then I grade them all. So these are all perfect birds. We consider those A birds, and then these would be B birds. They weren't quite perfect. Then they go in the fridge for like 2 or 3 days, as long as they're chilled. And then once they're done at that point, then we put them in the freezer. And so then they'll freeze for like a year. They're good for a long, long time. The reason that we grade them is I want to eat the imperfect ones first, because they won't freeze as well if the skin was too torn, or if there was a bone that was sticking out, or whatever it might be. So that's why we do that, just so we eat them in the order, so we'll get kind of the freshest product all year round. Then we have all the extra stuff. So I keep the feet. We can make chicken stock out of those. And then I save all the livers and hearts, and then all the gizzards and necks. So we package those in individual bags, get them in the freezer, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then there's just the cleanup process. You know, we got all the buckets cleaned, table cleaned, feathers go in the compost bin, blood goes in the garden, and all the guts go in the woods for the predators. So it's pretty much a no waste system, and it's pretty awesome. So you might be wondering, 8 weeks of feeding the chickens, the butchering day, the whole process, all of the work, is it worth it? Yes. It's worth it. So that's how we process our chickens. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Also, go check out those videos if this is something that you're truly interested in. And if you're in Western Pennsylvania, you're in Kittanning, would love to have you over for a butchering day at some point. I can tell you firsthand, this is our 2nd time doing it. I am fairly comfortable with it at this point, but I watched so many videos beforehand, and you never quite get the full feel of it until you actually have a bird in your hands. And so I would totally suggest that you get some hands-on experience before you try to do this on your own. So yeah, if you want to come join us next year, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or wherever you want to contact me, and I'll be happy to see if we can make that happen in 2021. That's it for today, you guys. God bless you. See you very soon.